Thank you so much, El. Indeed magic. For many years, people used to say that Israeli entrepreneurs are poor managers and poor marketers, and they absolutely don't understand the American market and the American personality. But surprise, surprise, look what's happening to us right here. So if we look at television series, such as Hostages or Split or many other formats, people actually like them. Homeland, definitely. People love them. They get Emmys, they get the Golden Globes. And I find this extremely interesting. It's really a big media achievement for us all. Back to technology. Our next speaker is Or Ofer. And Or Ofer is the founder and CEO of Similar Group, a web measurement company that specializes in online competitive intelligence. Today he'll talk about the story behind Similar Group's growth, which is Tel Aviv's fastest growing startup. In addition, he'll show us his vision about the future of online measurement and how they're addressing the challenge of online markets around the world. Or.
Hello, good night everyone. Very happy to be here and to see a lot of people. So how many entrepreneurs we have here in the audience? Or how many people are building companies or trying to build a company? Very nice. So happy to see a lot of hands. Because I'm going to talk about two subjects tonight that are close to my heart and I thought they'd be relevant to this evening. So the first one is entrepreneurship, and I'm going to try to show you how I see entrepreneurship and by present also a personal story. And the second subject that's close to my heart is what our company do is web measurement, and how we're trying to redefine web measurement, and I'm also going to touch about how I see the future of our industry. So, a little bit about our company. So we founded in 2009. We are close to 60 employees. Our main office is here in Tel Aviv, and we also have a London-based office. We raised a little bit more than $7 million in funding. And this is a little bit about our company. And I choose to put those photos as when we recruit people, we look inside their entrepreneurship skills, and this is something that's very important as a company culture. We're seeing every one of our employees as entrepreneurship inside our company, and we work in a model that we give ownership about project, about process, and everyone is basically in our small world is an entrepreneur inside our company. And saying that, I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I see entrepreneurship and how from my personal story how I start from selling jewelry ending up by doing web measurement. So this funny story began with my two parents that are artists. My mother is a jewelry designer and my father is a painter. And after the army, I traveled abroad, traveling around the world, thinking what I'm going to do next. So I decided to go back home and join their jewelry workshop and scale it up, as I probably had some entrepreneurship spirit inside me. I back home, I went into the business and started scale up the business, opening a lot of online jewelry stores, e-commerce, B2B, B2C. Open jewelry chain stores in Israel, like really physics jewelry stores. And one day I had a meeting with some guy from the industry that coming from the States, and over the meeting he told me, so what do you think about David Yurman? I said, David who? And he said, David Yurman. Never heard about David Yurman? Anyone here heard about David Yurman? I see one hand, 2, 3, okay. So I was not among those 3. And they tell me, how you never, so he come to me, how you never heard about David Yurman? I don't believe it. So I was really ashamed. I come back home, go to Google, and I type David Yurman. And then this is what I saw. This amazing jewelry design, and I immediately fell in love with what he do. He did everything right. branding, product, approach, the market you choose, everything done extremely well. I thought to myself, okay, this is amazing. I want to see all the other websites in the internet, like David Human, okay, who is out there that I should know about? I couldn't find. Went to Google, what I type, nothing worked out. So I had a thought about it, as I was really a computer geek, and for a few days I really bothered my mind how I cannot find other websites like David Human on the internet. And then one night I had this vision that I want a tool that any website I will visit immediately will pop up other website recommendation. And this is how our company started. I called a friend from high school that was also a computer geek, and we decided to build this technology of website recommendation. We decided to crawl all the internet, understand all the websites, and when you visit a website, we're going to recommend you all the other websites you should check. So saying that, this was our first product. Our first product was basically a browser extension that called SimilarWeb, same name we have today, that his whole purpose was every website you check will show you in a very nice way all the other websites out there. So we launched it in 2009. Basically, it was quite a nice success. We got millions of downloads, very nice coverage. People love it. We got a lot of users using it. But the sad thing that we didn't find any way to do money. Okay, we tried a year. I think even 14 months we break the head. How are we going to do money from this product? But nice thing happened. We had millions of users using our product. Those users help us to basically measure and track the web as part of the technology of website recommendation was to collect something that they call clickstream of user behaviors to if somebody visits Ynet and then visit the marker, so we can recommend them because we can know that it's public interest. And this is when we come to our mind that we have amazing technology. We have in one part, we crawl all the websites on the internet and understand them. On the other hand, we have something that we call clickstream, it's user behaviors. And we took those two technologies together, did some tricks, worked on the technology for almost another 18 months, and basically start to measure and rank all the websites in the internet. Voila. So, and today we are one of the leading measurement tool out there, and basically all the online marketeers come and benchmark the performance of the website, how they rank, how traffic arrives to the website. I'm going to touch in a second. But this very, I think, nice story is my point of view about entrepreneurship. And this is how I see it. If life gives you lemons, you need to do a lemonade. And basically, this is how I see entrepreneur is the one who takes what he has in his hand and he spin it around, no matter how many times, until he able to nail what he was going to do with it. So what we basically provide, we provide this amazing system that you can put any website on the internet and see all of his information. Think how crazy it is. You can come to our system, put any website you want, and get all his secret sauce. You can see his online marketing strategies, how he's getting his traffic, what the traffic do on his website. You can put a whole vertical. You can put shopping clothing in United Kingdom and see exactly what's going on there. So this amazing tool today is being used by a big part of the biggest companies in the online marketing. We have very nice customers as Procter & Gamble, Salesforce, eBay, and McKinsey, etc. And we also, we try to democratize how we call marketing insight by providing also a free website, SimilarWeb. This is SimilarWeb Pro. Our main website, SimilarWeb, is basically free. It's free. Anybody can come, check out his website, his competitor website, get nice amount of insight without any pay. And if you want to get more insight, you can get, it's called a freemium model. So, saying that, I'm going to also want to explain you what we are doing internally inside our company with the data that we have. So think about our technology that basically measure and understand what's going on the internet. You can get amazing insight. Okay, so once in a while we also do some research and studies and publish them. So one of the nice study that we did lately was there was a Comscore, one of the players in the market, decided to say that from his figures, Yahoo properties in the United States are overcome Google in the United States for the first time in 10 years. So we check our internal data that we have, that it's quite, we saw the opposite. So this was a very big research that we pull out, that we quote in a lot of very important news websites around the world, including Mashable. And another very nice story that I want to show you that I choose to present is this one that happening in the United Kingdom. The Prime Minister there decided not too long ago that he will block out by default all the adult websites on the internet. That means that if you want to go to adult website in the United Kingdom, you need to call your ISP provider and ask them, can you please open my access to adult content? And they thought it was smart, and so we decided to pull a research and show up that adult traffic in the United Kingdom is bigger than all the social network traffic altogether. By saying that, meaning that porn is bigger than Facebook in the United Kingdom. And this great insight, a lot of effects, and this research even been not even quoted in all the biggest newspapers in the United Kingdom, in Europe. It was even published in the Guardian printed magazine in a very good location. So we're doing amazing stuff with our data. We provide very nice service, and also really love to take our data and try to find those very interesting insights. And I'm going to move now to talk about a little bit how I see the future of our industry. So our industry is basically how to help online companies doing better marketing, or how to acquire better media. And when you look on this market, there is very big trend, something called consolidation, meaning that we're seeing very big companies trying to get more and more revenues. And I think it's happening mostly because a lot of the big internet companies are now publicly traded. And they need to show growth in revenue every quarter. And in one point, they can get into a situation that they almost got all the market they can have in their specific vertical. So they all think, okay, we need to show growth in revenue, so what is next? So they start to expand to other verticals. And this, what means that the bigger players are become bigger and stronger. And companies like Google trying to give more and more services. For example, they start with search, they provide email, then they provide video with YouTube, then they provide social network, etc. And it's happening all across the verticals in the internet, not only in our vertical, but it's something very interesting to see. And in specific in our marketing world, right now I think that we have basically 5 main channels when we have companies providing online marketing tools. So we have the search, SEO, PPC, we have email marketing, we have social marketing, and each one of those dots, there's a lot of companies providing services. But as I think that, in the near future, we're going to see a very strong consolidation when there's going to be one strong player that's going to take the whole market. And it's not only in our market, as I told you, there's a lot of other markets. So I think that companies want to get the whole cake and not get anything to the others. And it's very tough competition. There's a lot of acquisition, a lot of M&A. And this is something that if you have here new entrepreneurs, you need to consider that as the internet evolves. And second, and my last point for tonight, regarding the online marketing, it's something that I find very fascinating. And the world is changing, and the big data, I probably heard about it, it's something that's evolving in the past 3 years, and we've been there very deeply for the past 3 years, as we are a very big data company. We collect and analyze 2 billion page views per day. And the things that you can do with the big data today are amazing. And when I look on the online marketing world as a place, it's remind me a little bit what happened in the stock market. So what happened in the stock market? In the stock market, you have all the data available to everyone. You can see the companies releasing their financials, and you have the stock market, and there is a big trend of algo trading, meaning the one who building the fastest computer, the smartest one, who can take enormous amount of data and act really quick, can generate a lot of revenue, and basically take the game. And I think the same thing going to go with our market of online media acquisition. Meaning that you have now all the platforms that you can buy media, the social, search, and it's very easy today to do it, and the computers can do it with APIs. You don't need a human being. So you just need to give them output. So you have your own data, but you also need other data of what's going on the market. And this is where our company is giving that. So we're giving them information, what's going on the market. They have their own data, what's working, what's converting, and they have all the platforms they can bid and buy users. So as I think that, the world is changing. And I think that when there will be the one player who will be able to connect all the dots of automatic automation of buying, analyzing, and understand the conversion, this player gonna take the full game, and this is something that is very exciting, and I think I see the world going there very fast. So they asked me to do a very quick presentation, so I try to do it compressed and speak only on the most thing that I thought would be relevant. So I want to thank you all about this opportunity.